So, you've just got your new iPhone, but you still got your old iPhone and are wondering how to get your pictures over. Let's find out. So before we get started, we're going to need a few things. You're going to need the new iPhone. You're going to need your old iPhone. You're going to want the box for your iPhone, and preferably a couple chargers. We've already got these units charged up, so we don't have to worry about it, but it's best practice to either charge your devices up first before doing this content transfer, or have them plugged into power, one or the other. From our box, we're going to look for the little paper envelope. It's going to come in a couple different sizes, maybe long like this, maybe a little square like this, but either way, inside, you're going to find the SIM removal tool. Now that you have your SIM removal tool, going to find the pinhole on this side of your new iPhone and plug that straight in there. You should feel a little pop as the SIM tray loosens itself out of there. And we're going to do the same thing on the old iPhone. If you've just purchased your new phone from a local dealership like Ralcomm, you may already have your SIM card installed in the new device for you, or a new SIM card installed in there and set up ready to go. We'll find the correct orientation and plug that right back on in. We're going to make sure the old device is powered on. And then once the old device turns on, we're going to turn on the new one here. So we'll just give them a second. Now with both devices on, you'll be welcomed with the language selection options. And hopefully your new device is popping up. Hey, do you want to set up your new phone? For this to happen, you do need to make sure that you have Bluetooth enabled on the old device, and the old device is an iPhone 5S or newer. We're just going to make sure that yes, we had Bluetooth on, and we can get there from the swipe menu at the bottom of the device. Okay, so our Bluetooth is on. We're going to go through our language selection, country selection. If your Getting Startup pop-up does not appear again on the old phone, you can remedy that by simply turning the device off and back on again. Now that you have the Setup New iPhone prompt, we're going to hit Continue. And when presented with the point cloud, we're going to bring the old device over and line up the cameras so it can get a good picture there. Sometimes it takes a few moments. You'll now be prompted with your continued setup options. So in this case, we're going to skip the Face ID. We'll look at that in another video. We're going to skip creating a passcode for this device. That is not the recommended method, but since we're just looking at the transfers today, we're going to skip creating a passcode. Do we want it to transfer information? Yes, continue. Of course, reading through the full terms and conditions. And we'll continue through the prompts, choosing your preferred selections. Do you want FaceTime turned on, enabling location services, setting up Siri's voice commands? We're going to skip some of these for now. Entering the password for your Apple ID account. And then the transfer can continue. Once complete, the new phone is going to restart to apply the changes. Remembering, of course, along the way that each of these steps can take some time, so just letting it continue, maybe taking a moment to walk away, get a cup of tea, watch a show, especially with the transfer, depending on how much information you have, that can take upwards of 30-40 minutes. Now we'll be welcomed by the new iPhone telling us, hey, the restore is complete. It's going to prompt us again for Face ID if we haven't set it up, and for a PIN number. Again, it's recommended you set these up. We're just, for our demo purposes, skipping over those. Screen time, and of course a quick tutorial on how to use your new device now that they've moved away from the home button. And there we go, we can see the wallpaper has been brought over, as has our app layout. It's asking us to log into our Apple ID and emails. But we should be able to see that our contacts have come over, the few that we have on these devices, and the photos have also been moved over. And there we are. Yes, all of our very important photos from the other device we have set up for testing. Now, of course, not all of your experiences are going to be this smooth. Sometimes it runs into problems. During the setup, you may be prompted to do an update. Just hit continue and allow it to download the update and restart. If it does have an issue during the update, or if when the device is finished setting up, it does not have your content over, don't worry, it's okay. Go into Settings, continue down to General, Reset, and erase all content and settings. Then we'll tell it to erase the iPhone, and erase iPhone. This is going to set it to a new out-of-the-box state, and of course then you can start the process again. If you run into this multiple times or it doesn't take, apply whatever updates you can, going to Settings, About, and then Software Updates, installing the newest that's available, and then trying again. It will work, sometimes it just takes a little bit of time. If you're running into any issues, feel free to drop by your local dealership, like Ralcomm Limited, and we'd be more than happy to help you out for a nominal service fee. Well, that's been getting your content from your old iPhone to your new iPhone with the direct iPhone to iPhone transfer. If you've liked this video, please click that like button. If you've disliked it or it didn't work for you, please let us know in the comments below. Of course, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss future content, and if you want to be notified, ring that bell icon.